Alistair as well, I think is very good. Nice adaptation. Silas Jungle, I think he recently got some nerfs. I don't think it was this patch. I want to say it was last one. But he was kind of on the rise in popularity. An impressive domestic record in the ERL with 11 wins.
11 wins, 0 losses.
11 wins, 0 losses.
Oh, Fleshy going in here. Looking for the Trample Sun's going to have to flash away. Flash forward from Crowny, in fact. Needs another order. Will find it. Lots of Ratones with first blood. Meanwhile, on the top side, Naknako's trying to trade onto Baus, who uses the Soul Furnace. Can he get him in the zombie form? Naknako flashes the wall. Baus is on the chase, but the Bone Saw will slow him down enough that Naknako gets the solo bolo.
And the fact that Fleshy couldn't quite proc the stun either. He didn't get that last tick for the auto.
Ooh, Fleshy moving towards the mid lane, though. Nemesis does have his flash, will go in. Looking for the Ignite on Humanoid. Baus now getting chased out by Linsus and Naknako. Naknako's passive means that he's not knocked up by the Decimating Smash and still holding onto his flash as well, so he has that escape tool if he is re-ganked when it's not time for a good death. Naknako trading in here once again onto Baus. Grasp of the Undying will give Baus a little bit of health back, but Naknako continues to trade in. Hits the level 6 as well. Baus holding onto that flash may have been a good thing. Flashes away from the cleaver. And Naknako with the maximum dosage will heal himself back up.
I mean, that cleaver that you were talking about, just so effective into tanks, especially once you get more points in it in the early game. Good stuff from Naknako.
About
really
700 lead overall. Meanwhile, on the top side, Linsus and Naknako have their leads. Velia is here. Grand Starfall coming in from Linsus as they look for Baus. Unstoppable Onslaught will not get enough of a knockup. Linsus, though, gonna get chased out here by Velia as Naknako falls first. Baus using the zombie very well. Aegis so out from Linsus. Velia has hit that level 6, stole away the maximum dosage.
Never won a game at 15 minutes with a lead. So it's a very interesting...
And they've won 5 games.
Yes.
So in all 5 of those games, they've been behind.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they are the comeback kings of the LEC, to say the least. Right now, they're considering a Dragon as they set up around the objective. Nemesis.
Emperor's Divide coming out from Humanoid as Nemesis used the Fate Sealed. Linsus on the chase here. Baus was looking for that roam, but Fleshy's here first. Naknako coming across as well. Baus doesn't really have anywhere to go, doesn't have that ultimate either. Knock up from Fleshy and Baus will fall in the enemy jungle as his team takes the Dragon.
So a considerate idea from Baus to come mid, try and help his team, but unfortunately, when you have 3 members of LR in that bot side river, that means the Vitality has to be somewhere else. So the moment he tries to make that mid-roam happen, the rest of Vitality are there to punish. Another death will be added to the board, but so far, again, the gold remains even for the time being.
And he can TP up to the top side to catch this wave that's crashing in. Reckless here just trying to shadow to make sure that Humanoid can't keep Nemesis from getting the wave crashed. Crowny holding on to the Valkyrie. Great Chain of Corruption. Flash knock up from Fleshy as well. Velia coming in with a Chain of Corruption of his own. Lands it and will get the double. Really good counter game.
Quite connect the chains, but that's fine because he still has that ultimate to lock down the AD carry and convert it into a double.
And because Fleshy's been roaming around the map so much as well, you do know that if you can bring one person across there, perhaps you can catch Kazi out a little bit. Fleshy once again up towards the top side. The Unstoppable Onslaught blocked there. Flash away from Baus, though, as Fleshy continues to try and chase him down. There's the Trample. Soul Furnace for a bit of a shield, but Naknako and Fleshy should be able to take him out. The wave is crashing. Baus will be happy enough in exchange for Humanoid's flash.
And now, I mean, Velia should come in. There's no flash.
There's the Emperor's Divide. Humanoid needs to get out of here. Shifting Sands will get him a bit of distance, but there's no one on this side of the map to help him out. Velia can keep chasing in, does have the flash. Absconder ducked. Goes in with the Abscond. Kingslayer closes the gap as Duck goes wide. Emperor's Divide, though, now catches Humanoid out, but Linsus flashes forward. Still, Velia gets the kill. His 3rd of the game. Popping off on this Silas.
LR find themselves with a gold lead. Velia is doing a great job in this early game of punishing that aggression, and he finds himself with a 3-0-1 scoreline.
But the big lead, really, for LR is the fact that Fleshy hasn't been bought, and because of that, Crowny's almost 2k ahead. Velia, once again, up towards this top side. Maximum dosage coming out from Naknako as he tries to escape with no flash at his disposal. The chase down might just come out. He goes where he pleases, picks it up again, trying to get that CC resistance, but can't get it. Velia steals away the maximum dosage, will heal himself back up, and Linsus can only catch the wave. Fate sealed in the mid lane as Nemesis looks for the chase. Reckless is here. Fleshy too far away, and Humanoid can't shift the sands. Apart from the ones that fall on his face, 6 feet under now. Humanoid down, a 1.8k, 1.9k lead for the Lost Ratones.
Lost Ratones have decided that it's their turn to take control over the Rift. A gank in the top lane, a gank in the mid lane, pressure continuing bot. Fleshy, though, he wants to answer back.
Crowny holding the flash, but still is going to get head-butted up. No Valkyrie on him. There's the Trample. He tries to turn it around and puts the damage into Kazi. Crowny forces Kazi away. The Trinity Force core field so much.
That extra wave, and this is how you build that massive tempo advantage. The Azir is going to be coming up, and if they kill Baus, that's fine, but they're losing the Dragon in exchange.
Yeah, Humanoid comes in, Fleshy there with a follow-up knockup. Baus will die here, doesn't have the unstoppable onslaught, but he is distracted Vitality for as long as they needed. The Drake now will be going over to Lost Ratones. Humanoid just trying to get some gold into his pockets, as now Lost Ratones 2 Drakes up. We crest the 15-minute mark. This is untrodden ground. If you are a Lost Ratones fan, this is brand new, really. Have never won from this position in LEC Versus, but what a lead they developed, and off the back of Velia. This guy is, and they are controlling the map. They'll take the Rift Herald as well.
And I wanted to look at that, like, because that would be considered a classic Baus good death,
sure.
Right? And so I want to look at how much gold did Nemesis actually get off, sorry, Humanoid get off the back of that play. He got 313 gold.
Yeah.
In the bot lane, though, Nemesis got 2 plates, getting himself 240 gold, and they also got themselves the second raid. Overall, on top of all the minion waves that he still got after his death, that is the definition of a good death.
Grand Starfall coming down towards the bot lane, I agree. Nucko's going to be chased out by Reckless on the top side here. Cosmic Binding does land. Baus just trying to clear out the way. Fleshy going in with a knockback under the tower. Nucko pops the maximum dosage, but with a Cosmic Binding on him. And the Ignite taking maximum dosage, healing him up. Velia's going to have to chase him down. Meanwhile, Baus is killed on the bottom side. Velia will get one. Both the top laners fall.
It's a trade of top laners that I think LR is quite happy with.
Yeah. They have the Rift Herald as well.
They have the Rift Herald. They're going to get this tower, and they should be able to run it into the next tower as well. Fleshy is going to be hovering around the top side. There's nothing he can do about this, though. Velia just going to run that straight towards the tower. Gold continues to be gained.
TP behind Vetti. Humanoid's looking for this. They think perhaps they can catch Nemesis and Velia unawares. Fate Seal available for Nemesis. Does have the flash as well. Fleshy goes in, looking for the knockup. Sun Disc down. Emperor's Divide collide. But the Fate Seal finds Humanoid. He tries to shift the hands and get the shield, but it's not enough. And the Sun Disc won't save Fleshy under the tower because Baus is here. The Soul Unbound out of Nemesis gets into safety, and Lost Ratones a 5k up. That's why having such a strong pushing early game bot lane for Lost Ratones when you have Baus on the side is so important.
Absolutely.
Because Baus draws so much pressure that you garner these leads because you know the jungler isn't likely coming bot.
Look at what's happening. They're ganking Baus. Dragon is available. 3 uncontested dragons. And again, like, you might sit there and say, like, oh, why are they being so biased? Why are they... This is just the Baus. We are explaining to you.
It's 1 letter difference, guys. Okay? 1 letter difference. This is what he does.
But the... Oh, hang on a minute. I'm looking at that Pantheon, and I think he's ulting mid.
Crowny has the flash, has the barrier, has the Valkyrie. We use the first of those tools with the chain of corruption chasing him down. The shutdown going over to Kazi. Here's the thing.
Needed pick.
Sneaky steal, but he's just clearing out mid. First Baron of the game doesn't usually get you too much other than towers. There's only 1 tier 1, 2 tier 1s in fact for Vitality to raise after this. But while this is happening, something that Lost Ratones have done really well this split is understanding when you just play the other side of the map. Get something for yourselves. They get the tier 2 down towards the bottom side. But Vitality now can get that scaling up. They've got triple TP, so their map movements later on should be better. As the first teleport does come out, Humanoid sliding into Reckless, who flashes away. Velia not caught by the Emperor's Divide. Able just to sidestep it, and great for him. He's going
to continue to get stronger as the game progresses. Kazi has a ton of range, and ultimately this is going to be the biggest challenge for LR. Can they get past this range?
And buff to see this tower in the mid lane falling. Vitality getting more of that standing gold off the map. That's all the tier 1s down. Bring the gold lead down to 2k. Emperor's Divide out from Humanoid as Nemesis gets chipped away at. Reckless is here to try and help him out. Has those Bandor pipes that do a lot of work in terms of speeding up that Yone's attacks, but can't really get close enough to Nucko. They do have an Ignite on Nemesis, but no other tools to apply that Grievous Wounds. TP coming out. I believe from Baus.
They're in position to contest this dragon.
Nucko's going to TP to mid.
Finished for Humanoid. Could be a very big deal. Here comes the TP from Nucko now as well, and here we go.
Baus on the flank. Look and see if he can get behind Vitality. Nucko will keep him at bay. Nemesis chipped away at. Nucko's still just standing on the Baus, going to block the unstoppable onslaught. Velia steals away the Alistair ultimate. Fleshy goes in with a knockup. There's the Temper Fade as well. Fleshy down to half HP. Baus on the backline. The Dragon, an afterthought here for Lost Ratones as they see the fight that could get them into playoffs. The dive in from Nemesis, Lynx was forced away. Bounce low, Emperor's Divide in, as Humanoid takes down Crowny. Naka now on the back line trying to kill off Nemesis, but Belly is in his way. Bounce forces people away up towards the top side as he goes down as well. Lynx is coming in, Belly healing up. Lynx is trying to flash the wall, but he face plants. Nemesis can rejoin the fight with Immortal Steel. The stopwatch from Velia. Nemesis trying to get in here. Velia gets the magical journey away from the fight. Nemesis able to keep Naku and Lynx from chasing any further.
Oh my goodness, the fight is so close. Velia, he needs to heal for the W. He's going to steal the ultimate away.
Maximum dosage for him. Reset coming out from Lynxes. He does have the Grand Sample, but Nako needs his teammates on his side. Velia chases him down. The Mundo can't go anywhere as Velia brings down the chains.
That is going to be the team fight for Lost Ratones. The Dragon is up for grabs. Lynxes is not going to be able to get in range.
He's got Grand Sample.
He does have the ult.
Lynxes doesn't have Smite right now, but he'll have it in just a second. Magical
coming
coming out as well as Lynxes dives in. Fletcher with a double knockup. Lynxes steals it! Lynxes steals it, and they get the kill on Nemesis. Velia and Reckless now need to run for the hills. They need to get out. Tempered Fate perfect, and Reckless finds the two. Crowny looking for damage onto Fleshy, who will go back in with a headbutt pulverize. No Emperor's Divide. At the moment, a Humanoid is a 4v3 in Lost Ratone's favor. Velia steals away the Emperors, but he can't get the damage in as Humanoid uses the stopwatch. Lynxes with an Aegis Assault, knocked up with a decimated smash. Onslaught going in from Bounce as he continues to chase forward. Humanoid turns it back around, Crowny on the back foot. Reckless no mana, and Vitality will disengage.
The Baron is available. If either
Flash on him, in fact, only Bounce has a flash at the moment on Lost Ratones. None of that summoner either on Vitality, so the engage has to be a flank position. Lynxes clears out the control ward. Tempered Fate going out as Bounce looks to the back line but can't get in. Nemesis is going to chase Lynxes out, stunned up with the shield bash. There's the Emperor's Divide onto Bounce. He has to flash to try and get out, but the Chain of Corruption is going to chase him down, and Bounce has fallen. Perhaps not a good death there for Lost Ratones. The gold lead down to a K. Vitality turn their attention.
This game has been an 8-0-3 scoreline for Velia. He's getting closer to that level 60.
It's complete for Nemesis, but you see if someone gets CC'd, the chains, the Chain of Corruption, the shield bash coming in the mid lane. There's a wave of red down towards the bottom of our screen for the first time in a long time. Nemesis trying to answer Naku has a 3-level lead.
I mean, yeah, XP is the biggest thing that LR's been losing. 2 Barons off the bat. I mean, look, there is a 2-level difference between the AD carries. Kaz level 16.
Tempered Fate. Humanoid doesn't flash it. Fleshy goes in. Look at the knock-up here. Humanoid holding on to that flash. Chain of Corruption's going to go down, but only onto Bounce, who's channeling that Decimating Smash. Still locked up. Another Decimating Smash coming out as Bounce almost falls, but he gets the shield just in time. Velia going low as well, though. He needs to get out. Oh, the piercing arrow! Almost clipped his heels, but he's able to escape. Keep that perfect scoreline up, but now Lost Ratones need to go back, need to heal. Need to bandage those wounds, and because of it, they'll lose an inhibitor tower. 30 seconds on the Drake. Resets coming out from Vitality. Nako does have his flash coming off cooldown in a couple of seconds' time, but with the TP coming in, he needs to run for now. Bounce looking for the flank as well. Kazi will be able to reset in that bot lane bush. And Bounce's TP, not for naught, but doesn't find the kill that Lost Ratones so desperately wanted.
Well, I mean, there's... Oh, good. Hang on a minute. What are they fishing for? Bowser snuck his way in!
Looking for Lynxes, looking for Lynxes. Nemesis going in with a base shield as well. Lynxes with the Aegis Assault has to flash across the wall. TP coming in from Nako. Nemesis looking for more damage, but Lynxes is able to survive for now. Velia going in, stolen away the Alistair ultimate. Velia will get the shutdown! Kills his enemy jungler, and now with the Unbreakable Will, he can do a lot of work. He can survive a long time. Trample coming out. Unstoppable onslaught from Bounce, distracting the enemy team once again, allowing Velia to escape. Nako on the front line, Tempered Fate out from Reckless. Meanwhile, the Drake! It's Crowny and Nemesis who are trying to take it. They'll secure it! A mountain sword for Lost Ratones, the height of the century, as Bounce just distracted all of us.
The gold really doesn't matter at this point. Items are pretty much equal across the board. XP is still behind for LR. We're grouping up in mid lane though.
Fleshy
Here we
looking
go.
to knock back onto Belly, but he still has the Zonias. Fleshy now, he went in, he's caught out. Chain of Corruption coming out of Castle just before he gets caught in the Tempered Fate. The Emperor's Divide back, Bounce on the front line. Nako caught up with the Abscond. He's going to have to flash as well. Vitality fighting a man down as Lost Ratones begin to advance. Still 90 seconds before the Baron comes up, but Lost Ratones will be looking towards those inhibitors. If they can get through mid, it makes the Baron play a lot easier.
It's only a single pick. The rest of Vitality have to back off. Humanoid so close, but look at the damage he throws back onto Velia.
Nemesis, Fate Seal doesn't quite connect. Humanoid dashes in with the shifting side. Decimating Smash coming out as well, but he pops the Zonias just in time to avoid the knockup. Humanoid trying to get away from Bounce, who does have the flash. Decimating Smash, Humanoid has to flash away from it. Meanwhile, the wave is here. to continue Lost Ratones advance. 6 seconds before the support is back up for Vitality, before they can make it a 5v5. A Grand Star fall in as Nemesis falls first, but Bounce is in the way again. They look for Crownie, he flashes. Can he escape? Bounce sacrificing himself, and Crownie on a sliver, holding on to life by the tips of his fingers. He'll survive for now, but he's spotted out, and Kazi's on the chase. TP's behind him. Crownie's used that Valkyrie. The Mountain Soul shield is back up. Piercing arrow short again. The Corki not quite caught yet, but Lince's still looking for him and spots him with the oracles. Crownie, they know you're there. Lince sinks a spear through his heart, and perhaps through the hearts of Lost Ratones. Only Velia and Reckless left alive.
They have to stall. They have the Tempered Fate to use onto the tower. If they want to buy a little bit of time, they're going to use it early. They need to stall for as long as they can. LR overstay their welcome in the middle lane. Vitality have set their sights on the Nexus as Kazi crosses 1,500 kills.
1,500 kills, but looking for one more scalp. Lost Ratones their target right now. Velia caught in the chains. Flashy knocks him back. The Nexus towers will both fall. Velia and Nemesis there with a face seal to catch his 3, but it's just not enough. Vitality! Will Carl the Rats will take